Big Brian team.
Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go mode.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars, episode 2. Thank you guys for watching
The Deuce.
Thank you guys for watching episode 1. We'll be back every week. I can't say the same day, but you'll get a new episode every week with the cast, with the team. As you know, I am the referee, the mediator, the Don of all Dons. My mama called me Devin, so you can call me Devin. I got the team here. Star player Eddie Horchata.
That ain't facts.
Then we got the rest of the squad. You got K Jet right there.
Yo, service is so bad.
We got Jonny here, right?
Choppy Wi-Fi, Johnny.
Johnny down here.
Johnny Chops.
Okay, there go Johnny. And
Choppy Wi-Fi.
And
Choppy Wi-Fi.
last but not least, the homie AD, Andrew Durant.
No
relations to Kevin Durant because he's a bum.
Oh, word.
No
All right. Hey, everybody. Let's go.
One day I'm going to show y'all footage of Drew on the court. It's bad.
Nah, he's Kevin Durant. He was in like the multiverse or some shit.
Word. All right, so this is episode 2. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. This video is brought to you by Culture Capsule and sponsored by Don's Inc., as you can see on the hat. And we just gonna get into the show, fellas. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Guys.
Yep.
Okay, so like our last episode, episode 1, we did our boom and bust for our NFL draft predictions. Now that the draft has come and went, we're doing boom and bust based on the picks, who boomed, who bust, and we're gonna throw it right to Eddie. Who boomed, who bust NFL draft?
All right, switching it up today. Going to do my bust first. I got to say it was the Green Bay Packers. I mean, how do you take Jordan Love with your 26th overall pick when you have Aaron Rodgers sitting there begging, pleading for you to give him an offensive weapon, to give him somebody to throw to give somebody to block from a big playmaker.
They fuck
the guy's 36, turning 37, and you can't get him a weapon? This is why you're not going to win another championship.
They're looking towards the future, man.
Looking forward, I guess, going into their draft. And I guess so. Brett Favre was the same age when
Aaron know how I feel when he came in.
Brett Favre.
There's a joke going around that Brett Favre called Aaron Rodgers the day that Jordan Love was drafted and laughed and hung up. But I believe it, but I don't believe it. But it's not just that. I do think Jordan Love obviously needs grooming. I think he's going to do well, and I think Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be as much of a dick that Brett Favre was. And hopefully he teaches the kid grooms the kid into being a good quarterback. I mean, I'd love to learn from Aaron Rodgers. That'd be pretty sick. But I mean, going forward, in the second round, they draft A.J. Dillon, another running back, when they already have 2 really, really stud running backs in Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams.
Nah, I
don't understand what they did in this draft. They went ahead, got a tight end. I know they lost Blake Martinez to the Giants, so they got a linebacker after. They ended up picking up an offensive guard in the center. But, I think overall it was just a really, really stupid draft for them. They could have done a lot better with Aaron Rodgers going on his last legs. But segueing that into my bust, I'm going to go ahead and retract what I said about them Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. I mean, holy shit. To go out there and get Ty Higgins to buff up that defense.
So this your boom, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I think, again, we did say this before. I did say this before, too. It's a bad organization. I didn't think that they had the right tools to do it. And I thought that they would maybe screw it up after the draft. They figured, we get Joe Burrow, and that's the end of it. No, they kept going, and they were pushing really, really hard. So, they beefed up that defense. That definitely did help. Beefed up the middle of that in that 4-3 defense that they have there. They definitely beefed it up. They got an outside pass rusher and an inside pass rusher, T. Higgins being the number 1 receiver. So you got baby A.J. Green to go along with A.J. Green, and we mentioned Tyler Boyd as well. Joe Mixon's still back there. So did get him some help on the offensive line here too. So we'll see. But I think all in all, they had a good draft. And obviously when you draft Joe Burrow, that stud, you're going to go places. So.
I mean, the future's looking bright, but again, Bengals is still bad
It's still the
organization.
Bengals.
It's
Yeah.
still the Bengals. So we'll see how that works out. Drew, who you got for your boom and bust?
Dub.
And Drew is gone.
Dub.
All right.
Hopefully we get Drew back. So Kev, who you got for your boom and bust?
I'm gonna be honest, cause I'm a hater. But my bust, I'm gonna say
Let's hear it.
Cowboys for one reason.
Okay. That's so dumb.
I'm not gonna lie.
For one reason.
That's bias.
For one reason.
The Giants,
man.
they had a good drive.
They had a great draft.
For one reason and one reason only. They haven't paid Dak yet.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
We
gonna
did
say.
talk about this post.
I'm
Yep,
not
you're
upset
right.
about everything else. It's fine. I love competition. I'm a big fan that you gotta beat the best to be the best. So that aside,
That ain't gonna happen in the NFC East.
they ain't paid Dak. They need to pay him. I don't know if
Do you think they need to pay Dak, or do you think that they can win with Dak? Is that? I mean, that's really.
I think they can win with Dak. They showed that they can win with Dak, but Dak is asking for too much. He needs to meet them somewhere in the middle, and they need to make sure he's locked up because it's pointless to go out and kill a draft and get CeCe Lamb and every.
They did a good job of getting some pieces like CD Lamb for Dak. So
And depending on how they
make
handle
that
the
move,
situation
they don't
with
want to
Dak,
keep Dak.
Right.
Yeah, depending on the situation with Dak, I mean, that'll determine it all. But my boom, I'm torn between two choices. But overall, I love defense. So I'm gonna just commit with this one. Patrick Queen going to the Ravens is like.
That's definitely a Ravens player for sure.
Like the Ravens nailed it, bro. Nailed it. That's how I feel. And if I'm cheating a little bit, I think Kansas City. What's the running back that they got?
They got Clyde Edwards.
Hilaire or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid, I think is I don't know, bro. I think KC cheating, bro. I don't know how they pick at 32. They get this kid. He's a dog. They take the first running back off the chart.
I mean, if you look at it, no teams needed running backs, and if anything goes to show, you really shouldn't be drafting running backs early in the draft unless you are Dave Gettleman and Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley. But it was a bigger draft class for offensive linemen and wide receivers, so people were filling needs there. So the fact that he fell that far down to Kansas City was crazy, but I mean, you can understand why he did.
So that was Kev's. That was your boom, correct? All right, Johnny. Hopefully we get Drew in time so we can catch his boom or bust. So Johnny, we're gonna throw it to you. Who your boom or bust? Here come Drew now.
All right, so I'm gonna start.
Oh no.
It's a dub.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
All right,
you sorry, Johnny's
sorry.
Lost.
John.
So who we going to?
I'll be telling
Johnny.
you.
It's on Johnny.
You hear me
Files,
clearly?
man.
Do y'all hear me clearly?
Now we can.
I mean,
do y'all hear me clearly?
You pause.
Yeah.
You pausing.
You're pausing, John.
Oh, it's terrible. But I'm gonna try it. Take again. All right. Boom. I'm gonna say Homer. My boomer pick is the New York Giants.
Oh my God.
McKinley was definitely a steal in the second round. I'm surprised we got him. He's definitely gonna have impact, and I just love that we picked the O-line. The Giants have weapons.
John, quick question on Xavier McKinley. He's a safety from Alabama, right?
Fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys have a safety from Alabama that was really good?
He's a dick.
What? Who was that?
That is a dick.
You let him go, right? You let him walk.
All right, let him walk.
Right,
but that's two. No, I'm trying to say that's two different players, though. You know.
You could have had two guys.
No, that's some undercover shady shit.
That was a really good player y'all let go.
That was your team leader defensively. Let me stop because we might lose Jamal this year.
Business stuff happens. Like, people have disagreements.
Yeah.
They let him walk.
So
I like him as a player, but
John?
You can't put both of them, because they both safeties from Alabama. Don't mean they're gonna be the same player.
No, I'm just saying. I was just trying to throw shade at you, man. Relax, take it easy.
I know that, but I feel like that was still. I'm shocked that we got him in the second round. But also, I
definitely
just love
still
that
in second round.
We definitely picked. We definitely went O-line, and I feel like the O-line's a hole that we need. It'll give Daniel Jones some time to throw the ball to the weapons that we have, because we actually have weapons for him to throw to, but he just needs the protection.
Yeah, the way I look at it is there's more competition at that position now, so that should make everybody better.
Yeah.
As long as they pick the right stuff.
Yeah, Nate Solder will be a overpaid clipboard holder, correct?
Basically.
Yeah, nice.
He doesn't have to.
He's gonna have. I'm looking forward to him having a bounce back year this year, and with all the changes we made at the line. I feel like it's all gonna work.
Andrew Thomas can definitely learn from him for sure.
So that's my
for sure.
Now, yeah, his footwork wasn't looking up to snuff last year. That's the only problem I had with him. His footwork. He was getting beat too much.
Yeah, so John, just saying. Mekhi Becton was there too at 4.
Yeah, he was. It was a couple of so but I like the Giants pick.
All right, bus, John.
I like it. My bus. All right. Obviously, I can agree with Ed. The Packers definitely is the Packers. Definitely one of my buses. It definitely shocked me. People may disagree with me, but I'm gonna pick this team on my bus is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
Why
you say that?
Go.
Because I feel like drafting Jalen Hurts. I know he's gonna be good, but I just look at that as a shot, as in.
Wentz, we don't believe in you. Hurt.
I don't know. That obviously Wentz is hurt a lot, but it's like.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll pick up on a question that I just had from him until we got Jonny back. I mean, let's be real here. Like we said, Wentz does get hurt, and if they didn't believe in him, they wouldn't have paid him that much money anyway.
True.
I mean, he's one of the top quarterbacks, paid quarterbacks in the league.
But still, like you still don't draft a quarterback with potential to be
of that caliber.
I agree.
That pick. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be good, so I was shocked by that. So it's obviously they have faith in Wentz, but it's when they make a pick like that, it's like, are they really all in on him? Obviously, they have to be. They paid him, but they couldn't.
Yeah. I just think they were shocked that he was still there, and they were like, "Hey, fuck it, we'll take him."
Right, because he's still available. We have no choice but to take him because he's still here. Hopefully, maybe they
freaked out and put the call in and was like, "We'll take him."
Yeah. So I can say that was the bet to them. That was the best player available, but was that the best player available for what the team needs?
Yeah.
But hopefully it works out, But that's my that was my
we'd have to look at guys that they passed on and what they become. That's really the only way you can do these things, because unfortunately with drafting we don't really know, and we don't really know until guys hit the field.
You can say what we say right now. We can look at the ones that's supposed to be amazing, and look at them, and then 5 years from now we could all be wrong. There'll be somebody else that we didn't really talk about or didn't mention. It's like, holy shit, how the fuck we passed on.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yo, Dev, mediator, after Durant goes, I want to add one really important bust that I'm pretty sure we're all going to overlook.
Copy. So that's Johnny's bust, Philadelphia Eagles. Drew, who you got? Boom or bust?
Boom. And it pains me to say because I'm a Jets fan, but it happens to be the Miami Dolphins. They had a great draft, bro.
You're absolutely right.
I'm
scared.
They got Tua. They gave him an O-line with the tackle that they picked up.
Austin
Jackson. They gave him a defense. They gave him a defense in this draft. Like I think the 2 picks that they did, the picks up that they did in the second round and the third round, like the Miami did an awesome draft.
And they got a solid, complete offense. I didn't even know they had Breida, but with Breida,
I just found out that they had Breida. Like that is going to, oh my God. As a Jets fan, I'm hurt. I'm beside myself. It's scary.
We'll get to what divisions are, how the divisions are going to hurt us soon.
So who's your bus?
Yeah, my bus. I want to say, which one we pick? That pick was bad. I'll have to go with the Raiders because after the first round, right. I'll have to go with the first round. After the first round, where they picked up Ruggs. That was a good pickup. But after that, they really didn't do much to me. Like it came up like after those picks that they make after Ruggs, it just wasn't. It was downhill after that. Like that's my boom and bust for me.
All right, so we're gonna kick it back to Kev because Kev had a surprise boom or some shit.
No, surprise bust, bro.
Oh, surprise bust.
Oh, surprise bust.
So my surprise bust for only one reason, and y'all know the reason, is CeCe Lamb.
Why?
Because he could have let his girlfriend rock, bro.
No.
He knew they was on camera. Yo, mug shorty, yo, like
Nah, the draft this year was by far the funniest draft.
No, it was great to watch.
Quarantine got everybody acting up.
Corona got everybody tripping. This impromptu draft, everybody was wilding.
It was pretty crazy.
Out. And then with the white shorty and the mom, mom's like, let him get his moment. Why you on my man's lap?
She
yanked her up like,
yo,
that was funny. All right, so that's the NFL draft, boom or bust. Now, due to the draft all said and done.
Yo, actually, Devin,
what happened?
Why don't you give yours?
Because I don't care. I'm a mediator.
Come on, give your shit. I know you in it. Come on, man.
Okay, I'll go into my booms then. Not because I really don't care, but my boom. Unfortunately, I'm not even a fan of them, but Dallas Cowboys had a great draft.
Excellent draft.
They just need to figure out this Dak thing, and I believe in Dak somewhat. So if they can figure out this Dak contract, Dallas gonna continue to run that division. So in my bus, who would be my bus? Maybe the Niners. They ain't get my boy Jerry. I ain't get my man Jerry. They go get that.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Come on.
Go get big Amistad defensive end. Oh no, I knew, but I called it, Johnny. Didn't I say John Lynch was gonna go defense? Like,
yeah,
he did. He did exactly what I knew he was gonna do.
Instinctually, that's what he was gonna do regardless.
You got Shanahan on the offensive guru, and then you got John Lynch, who's the polar opposite, is defense. So I knew.
Well, I'll give them like the wide receiver that they picked up, Brandon Akuye from Arizona State, or I think it was Arizona State. That kid is very good. I was kind of hoping he would fall to us. So you did get Jimmy Garoppolo, another weapon. You did add more beats to that already scary defensive line.
That defense
is already scary.
Nasty.
With the addition of Jadeveon Clowney, same thing. So they beefed up the offensive line. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, I just wanted Jerry.
We all did. That's the best. At 11. I wanted him, but I was like, you know what? At the same time, I need somebody to
protect that quarterback.
It doesn't matter if I have the best wide receiver in the league. If Sam Darnold doesn't have the time to throw him the ball, it doesn't matter. Exactly. So I'm glad we went with the guy that could literally move a truck.
Well, Decap said he could do it too, so we got to get Decap on.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We got to get Decap on film. But all right, so that's boom or bust. We're gonna get into just to piggyback off the NFL draft. We're gonna get into our wins and losers. Period. Based on the draft, based on the recent moves in the NFL, we're gonna go division by division. Who's the winner of the division? Who's the loser in the division? So we're gonna go NFC or AFC first, guys.
Let's go AFC.
What'd you say?
AFC will be easier.
All right, so we go AFC. So first we're gonna go to the AFC East.
Oh boy.
AFC East. Kev, who's your winner and who's your loser for the AFC East?
Why I gotta go first? I don't want to go first.
Because I called you to go first.
Yeah. Deal with it.
All right, who we got in the AFC East again?
AFC East, we got
Miami, Jets,
Miami
Bills,
Jets.
Pats.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jesus,
the obvious bust here is the Patriots, because I can finally say that the Patriots ain't gonna be shit, ain't gonna do shit. Right?
I've been saying that for years, Kevin. It hasn't been true.
6 rings later, shit.
And then the obvious.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, he's a wizard out there. You know what I mean? Like Belichick. But at the end of the day,
yeah, he can get a guy from cashier from Walmart to be the next fucking Tom Brady for all we know.
Yeah, so you never know. But my obvious boom.
Listen, who's your winner? Who's your winner for the division? Who's winning that division right now?
Who's winning that division?
Your bold prediction. Who's winning that division? Your winner.
Whoa. You can say it. You know you want to say it. Just say it, baby. Say it.
I could confidently say that right now. I would think the Jets.
Okay.
Only because all around, like everybody that's in that system has been in that system already. There'll be a second year behind it or a third year at this point, right? With Darnold.
Yeah. Also, guys, we should keep in mind that there is a second wild card that's added to the league now.
Yeah.
So more teams will be going in.
If Tua comes out, balls out, learns what he needs to learn, I mean, there's a learning curve regardless because everybody's stuck at home. I mean, I know they're talking about opening certain like practices depending on the states or where they are, but
yeah, there's involuntary mini camps going on right now.
Either way, that's gonna stifle them from getting over the hump. So at the end of the day, yeah. But otherwise, if Tua doesn't turn up and show out, the Bills will get that other wild card spot regardless.
So your loser is the Pats, and your winner is the Jets. Eddie.
Yeah.
To you.
Okay.
AFC East.
So obviously, as a Jet fan, I know the AFC East very well. It's very hard for me to say after watching Miami have those first 3 picks in that draft and just have a monster draft this year. They get their quarterback. I mean, look at the quarterbacks in the AFC East, right? You got Sam Darnold, you got Josh Allen, now you got Tua, and then I don't even know this kid's name, Simeon or whatever he is, whoever he is with the Patriots.
It's not Jared Stidham?
Yeah, Schism. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, Schism. Something Schism. I don't know anything about the kid. Who cares? I do think that the Patriots are on the outside looking in. I still think they do win 10 games, even with that extra wild card. Unfortunately, I think I might have to give the division to the only New York State football team that actually plays in New York. That'd be the Buffalo Bills. They just missed the playoffs last year. Josh Allen, I think, is one of the outside of Lamar Jackson, and Sam Darnold's got an excuse because he did make out with a 14-year-old girl in Hasmano, allegedly. But they do have a chance.
Don't say that.
The Jets do have a chance to win, but I think ultimately they'll get a wild card. But I'm giving the AFC East
he said
the
allegedly.
Buffalo Bills. I said allegedly.
But still,
allegedly.
Don't cut that shit out either.
I'm not cutting it out. So John,
don't cut it.
That can't be joking on people's names like that.
He said allegedly.
He said allegedly.
So John,
that carries weight. That really carries weight.
God, no one's listening.
And we ain't got none right now. So, John.
We're looking for the ball now. When we blow up, they're going to look back and look at all that shit.
I'm clipping this. It's going out. I don't care.
John, your win and loser AFC East.
All right, so based off the draft, my win and loser, it's tough. But it's very close, but I'm going to give the edge to the Dolphins. Okay. But I like what the Jets did with the draft. I'm gonna give.
I don't have a 3-win team, but man, Giant fans.
But yeah, I like what the Jets did, but I'll give the Dolphins the winner out of the 4 teams. I think obviously didn't really like Tua going that early. Obviously that was bust on my last episode, but if he can stay healthy, he's definitely gonna be a really, really good player.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I like what the Dolphins did. Based off draft, my losers of that division is the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Because I feel like I feel like they didn't do as much as they should have. They made the playoffs for the first time in a long time. I feel like they didn't really.
Got Diggs, though.
Yeah, but they did trade for Diggs in the offseason. They had and that defense already is scary. They did get that.
Yeah, they needed help on their line, on their whole line.
If you include off-season moves, I guess you could say that. But I'm just basing off my draft.
Right.
The Patriots. The Patriots, you can't say nothing about the Patriots. Obviously, is the obvious target because, Tom Brady's not there. But
yeah, and his dog was doing the draft for him, no?
Bill Belichick knows what he's doing. So, with the Patriots, you got to wait and see. You can't call them losers or winners till, you get past the time. You can't call it yet. So, but if I had to pick a loser for the division, the Bills, based off the draft, Diggs is a great move for them. Weapon for Allen, but based off the draft, they were my losers, and my winner is the Dolphins.
All right. Good take, John. Drew, winners and losers like Meek Mill.
Hot.
Yes. My winners, just like I say, like my boom is the Dolphins. Like based off the draft, they really had good pieces and going to and I would say this. If Tua is right, because I also have this one thing I want to see if they is actually going to play him this year, because if it was me running the team, I would actually in my mind I would actually sit him for the year because of the injury and let him.
They ain't gonna do it.
They took him with the 5th pick.
That ain't
I know that.
It's time
I
to
know
play, bro.
that. Red shirt him though. You can't red shirt him for a year.
Nah, I think he's broke.
Nah, this ain't.
Yeah, I mean, who are you gonna start? Josh Rosen?
Nah, I would red shirt him with Fitz on it. I would red shirt with Fitz on the line.
They came out with a fact today that Rosen and Tua played each other in high school, and Tua came in the game late or middle of the third and smoked Rosen, bro.
Yo, so you mean to tell me that Tua is the Michael Jordan of Josh Rosen's Patrick Ewing? He smoked him in Georgetown and he smoked him in the NBA. Oh man, he lost his job in high school and now he's about to lose his job in the NFL.
And now they on the same team. The homies coming to the team and yo, take a seat, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I'm the GM, red shirt for a year, because are you
you be fired?
You'd be fired. Thank God you're not.
I wouldn't be fired. I wouldn't be fired. Christ. I would not be fired.
Either that GM or that coach, one of y'all ass gonna go.
Okay. If that okay, if he's gonna play, I'll say boom, Miami Dolphins.
Your winner is Miami.
Winners Miami Dolphins.
And your loser for the
division, your loser?
AFC East loser?
Because I'm a Jets fan. I like to stick it in their fucking face every time I do. The Patriots.
Right.
The Patriots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the AFC East. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna break this up. We're gonna focus on the AFC today, and then next episode
moving on to the NFC.
NFC.
Sounds good.
So AFC only this episode. Next episode NFC. So we're gonna get into the AFC North, which consists of the Ravens, Steelers, Browns, and Bengals. Johnny, you first. Who you win? Who you lose? Winners and losers.
Oh.
John, you here?
While we buffer, I'd like to shout out our sponsor, Don's Inc.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was breaking up. My bad. It's breaking up.
All right, John.
Say it again.
So we're in the AFC North. Who's your winner and loser?
Oh, you doing that shit again.
No, I don't know what's going on, but
Johnny gotta go to the library.
The AFC North is what happened, Drew?
Go, Johnny.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
You set up before I send your ass to the bench.
My winner for AFC North is the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, did a lot.
I liked what the Bengals did. Obviously, there was a whole bunch of talk about how bad the organization was and everything, but they still, Burrow still has weapons on that team. As long as he's protected, I don't know what kind of season he's gonna have, but he still has AJ Green, Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
I believe they drafted a receiver in the draft too. So definitely gonna have the weapons. I think they setting him up to succeed.
Yeah.
They setting him up to succeed. So I like what they did. My loser.
And it's a really good good division with the Ravens, Steelers, Browns, and Bengals. But who's your loser if you have to pick one, Johnny?
Johnny.
The loser is Johnny's Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, Johnny's chop-fi over here.
That's a fact.
Okay, so we're gonna pause for Johnny, and then we're gonna go over to Ed.
Yeah.
We lost John. Hopefully we get him
we
back.
officially lost John.
So the winner for his this AFC, the AFC North.
North. He picked the Bengals. Yeah.
So Bengals
I think he
is
was
his
going to
winner,
start.
and his loser is his Wi-Fi. And we're gonna get it to you. Who is your winner and loser for the AFC North?
Honestly, I saw no losers in this draft. Obviously, you'd have to assume, well, in this division, I should say. You'd have to think that the Steelers would probably be maybe a loser as far as when the season goes on, just because we don't really know what's going on with Big Ben. Obviously, he's been high, he's been up, he's been down, he's been talking about retiring, he's been talking about maybe I just don't have it anymore, and then he comes out the next season, he loses Le'Veon Bell, he loses Antonio Brown. But I think they finally found a receiver to pair with him with Chase Claypool. I think the Jets should – I did like what the Jets did, but we were pretty much lined up to get him. We traded our pick to Seattle to get back 2 more picks. And, again, ultimately I do like what they want, what we ended up doing with that, getting Denzel Mims. But Chase Claypool was on my board. Wanted Chase Claypool, and the fact that he went right after, I think that might burn, and I'm going to find out. So I think, again, if I were to pick a loser, it would be the Steelers because I think the Browns, the Ravens, and the Bengals did that much better. I think the ultimate winner would have to be the Browns. They finally got an offensive line to back up Baker Mayfield. A lot of these picks weren't sexy, but there were definitely things that team didn't really need much anyway.
Right.
You had those big receivers in the LSU combo of Landry and
got Duke
Odell.
Johnson in the backfield.
Yeah, you got Duke Johnson. Or no, Duke Johnson's not there. You got Kareem Hunt and Kareem Hunt and fucking
Nick,
oh my god,
Nick Chubb.
Thank you, Nick Chubb. Fucking Lord. But yeah, I mean, it's already a good offensive team. Baker got himself into a lot of trouble because he had to keep buying himself some time, much like Sam Darnold always trying to make something happen with nothing. So I think ultimately the winner is the Browns because they do have a better shot of making a playoff run. With everything the Bengals did, and as happy as I am for them, I don't think that you're going to go from being a 2-win team to being a 10-9, 11-win team.
Gotcha. Now, John, are you here?
Nah.
Yeah. All right, kick it. So we get
John,
somebody else.
Yo, John looking like the Sith right now.
Yo, take that screenshot. That's a screenshot for this episode.
Oh yeah, he's gone. So,
Good.
Yeah. Who is your win and loser for the AFC North?
I love offense, obviously, because that brings us in, but I love defense because you get a chance to get dirty. So I think all around, the most complete team here is the Ravens, regardless of what anybody says. So that's my boom.
Your win? That's your winner for the AFC North?
Winner of the AFC.
Altogether, especially in the draft and everything, just altogether.
Yeah.
The team that I'm not going to touch at all, I'm not going to say they're my bust, but is Cleveland. Until they put it on film, I can't give them a boom or a bust regardless. Doesn't matter if the draft's included or not.
Altogether. You can't give them a boom or bust because we're not in boom or bust. We're doing.
Yeah, but regardless, I'm saying I can't give them no love and I can't take nothing from them.
Right, I feel you.
I'm probably gonna say the losers all around in this is gonna be the Steelers. Obviously, it's not Cincy, and if I'm not talking shit about Cleveland, it's definitely gonna be the inconsistency with Ben and. Well, I don't think he has it anymore. I don't think so, and there's no heir apparent. So.
Yeah, and Kev, let's be real here. I mean, this is your team that you coach. Can we just get a little side-by-side of Mike Tomlin? Because there he is.
Got it.
I knew that was coming, bro. You've been calling me Mike Tomlin since high school.
Since he got the job. Since
high school.
Okay, so John is coming back.
I got to send this to Eric Frank.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out Eric Frank if you're listening.
Yeah. Make sure he gets a little clip of that segment. I'm missing that.
John, are you here? John, you good?
I'm back.
Yeah, Johnny's back.
Hey, Johnny's back. Yay.
Johnny's back. So, John, we went through the win and loser for Kev.
The North.
we're in the North, but we didn't get your loss or your loser for the AFC North.
Yo, I hope Durant comes back so he can get that.
Oh, this quarantine podcast is terrible right now.
Jesus
Christ, what are we doing?
Bro, they need to get Files. Stop playing.
They're broke.
After technical difficulties, we back. Johnny, who's your loser AFC North? Let's go.
Get it out.
I could be wrong, but if I have to pick one, I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, we all kind of did that too.
I feel like it's an easy pick, but we could be proven wrong over the years. So I could be wrong, but if I had to pick losers, those are my losers.
Yeah, I think everybody agree with that. Drew, winner, loser, AFC North.
Well, based on the season, I'm not really going by the draft. Really, I'm going to suggest that my winner is going to be the Ravens because I love that defense and what Lamar Jackson does in the offense. Like his whole style of play, is really.
And they got a new back too.
Exactly.
What you say, John? Already good, Mark Ingram.
Yeah, and Gus Edwards. I don't know why they did him like that. Like Gus he's nasty too.
I mean, it's been proven though. Three-headed running backs have worked in the NFL. I mean, look what the 49ers did with Breida, with that Raheem Mostert and Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, I mean, Giants did it for their chips too, especially 07.
Yeah,
that back there was filthy.
Crazy. Was it?
And for my losers.
Yeah.
I want to be different, but I can't. I want to be different from y'all, but I can't. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear. They're the clear losers. I'm trying to pick, but the Bengals got better, and the Browns got better. So I really can't say a loser.
Can we just agree completely that the NFC North is – I'm sorry, the AFC North is just very strong, and they all had a very good draft, all of them. And honestly, that thing is wide open, with the exception of the Bengals. Like I said, they're a growing team. They will eventually be there, but it should be fun and it should be competitive.
And so with the next –
I don't know about wide open. That's the Ravens division.
That's the Ravens division.
But I mean, hey, the Browns can give them a run. And look what the Ravens did when they finally made it to the playoffs. I mean, they got knocked out by fucking Derrick Henry. And Ryan Tannehill, who threw 79 yards. I mean, let's be real here. As big as bad as they were, they definitely were not ready for that moment.
I mean, one thing I can guarantee is that since he's not going 2-14 again.
I don't know.
No, definitely not. No. Yeah, 6-7 wins. Maybe 9.
So
5-12, 4-13.
I don't know about 9 wins. I'll give him a 7.
Yo, so we go from the AFC North to the AFC South, which is a division that's pretty much up in limbo. So y'all got Eddie, your win and loser for the AFC South.
If I'm gonna go AFC South, my winner, Jesus man, this is so
that division's whack, bro.
It's so crazy.
That's a weird division there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to give it to Indy, right? I mean, you would hope that maybe with they got Jonathan Taylor, but again, they also have Marlon Mack and who's the other kid? Whatever. They have another running back in there, but now you add a third running back into the mix. You got Michael Pittman, another wide receiver, with their first pick that they grabbed. I thought that was a good pick for them too. Wide receivers.
You think Phillip Rivers is going to do it for them this year?
Yeah, I mean, Phillip Rivers is Phillip Rivers. As good as he is, I think he was a product of just being in a pretty tough division with Kansas City there. And again, he had Peyton Manning most of his career, and most of the times he got knocked out. He was getting knocked out by elite quarterbacks. Hopefully
he come from the school of Favre.
Yeah, right.
Either you
and he doesn't curse,
or you lose.
You would hope that he would finally win one. And then I guess if I were to pick a loser, I mean, Jacksonville, what are you doing? I just don't know what they're doing. It's mostly because I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Ultimately, they had a good draft, but you trade away Bouye, you trade away Ramsey, you lose the whole Saxonville identity. You get rid of Foles. Are you blowing up the team? Are you rebuilding? What are you doing? Do you trust in Gardner Minshew? I don't know. So because of all of that, I have no idea. So yeah, AFC South is weird.
So Drew, speaking of weird, who is your AFC South winner and loser? No, that was Ed set that up. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yo, get that picture while Jonny froze.
Yeah, I can snap this.
Yo, yeah, that's gonna be the cover art.
Johnson there. All right, Drew, winner or loser AFC South, who you got?
Well, coming off the season that they had, I want to say the Tennessee Titans is gonna be my winner because I really think that with another year under the belt, Ryan Tannehill is going to perform awesome. It's not going to be all on. It's not going to be all on. It's not going to be all on Derrick Henry this year. Like Tyson, and already they already have a decent defense. Like that. Damn. All right. Excuse you.
Sorry.
But that
be a professional. I shouldn't have thrown you off.
Right. I was just gonna let it go past. I wasn't gonna even acknowledge it.
Jesus. Yeah. Guess what? That's another clip.
Nah, we're gonna add it.
All right. And my losers for the division, Jacksonville Jaguars. My Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to agree with what my host Eddie Hortada said. Like, see, now you
pronounce my last name.
All right.
Nigga smack, bro. What happened?
Yeah, what's going on, Drew?
Nah. It's all right. Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to lose. You talking to me? You talking about me?
It's on you, bro. I'm sending this nigga to the bench.
Yeah, put him on the bench. Yep. Well, Dev, care to explain what the bench means?
Okay, so I explained in episode 1. I didn't explain in the beginning of this episode, but the bench is when you saying some nut shit. You can't come with a clear thought. You just all over everywhere. And we don't know if Drew is on a pill or something right now.
For real.
He's tripping right now. So we're going to put him in the bench for a little bit. Jonny, are you here? Jonny ain't here.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? What do you want to talk about?
So
not there.
Let's bring Drew back in. I just want to show people how the bench work. He left. We're gonna
Thank God, finally.
John. We getting John back, I guess.
Well, what the fuck did you say? Why I put him in the bench?
Because he was looking.
Nigga had a moment.
Yeah, he was having just a real type of moment.
We're gonna add that to the bloopers episode.
We couldn't understand what was going on with him. He was just laughing hysterically, and we didn't understand.
Yeah, by himself.
Okay. Right.
So we got your win. Who's your loser?
What the hell?
My loser. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Okay.
Jaguars.
No need to go into details. You're good.
Jonny, your win and lose at AFC. AFC South. For all the viewers, make sure you like and subscribe, comment. Culture Capsule, you're watching the OSA.
And go to the GoFundMe for Johnny's Wi-Fi. Please.
You're watching the Out of Shape Allstars podcast. We're going to start a GoFundMe for Jonny. I think we got that.
Don't know having Wi-Fi trouble, but it's all right, though. But the South is easy. The Texans, they traded DeAndre Hopkins when he produced, and
Yeah. See, Jonny was getting on to a really good point. I totally forgot the Houston Texans were a team, let alone that they were in the AFC South.
Right.
Jeez. Yeah, they did make some terrible decisions. I'll keep going until Jonny is back. But yeah,
so
trading DeAndre Hopkins.
Co-sign for him,
Yeah,
Eddie.
trading DeAndre Hopkins was really dumb. I mean, I don't know what they did in the draft. I'm pulling it up right now. Give me 1 second here.
I have no idea what they did in the
draft. But yeah,
draft.
to trade for David Johnson, and I swear, if they didn't beef up on that offensive line or maybe get another weapon to replace DeAndre Hopkins, okay, got it here. So yeah, of course, an already good defense. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you, Kevin. They did make a trade for Cooks, arguably the number 2 receiver. Yeah, exactly.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, you got guys. You got guys on that team that's much better.
I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, they beefed up defensive tackle. They got another linebacker. I mean, that defense is already good. That's their personality, and I don't think they care to do anything about offense. Poor Deshaun Watson is all I have to say.
Yeah.
It sounds like we got Jonny back though, right?
But
yeah, Jonny, finish your take.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the Texans. I picked them as my loss because I feel like DeAndre Hopkins was there before Watson, and he was still carrying the offensive load.
Tell your mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the picture right there.
Yeah.
Have a great chemistry. Come on.
Oh, picture right there.
That's my take on my loser. Okay.
Yeah, you're going in and out, but just keep rocking.
Yeah, we know. Again, we know Texans is your loser, and we all know why. Just poor management, especially you got the coach and GM, fucking bum. You get rid of.
How does Bill O'Brien still have a job?
Yeah.
Can somebody explain that to me?
You get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, who's one of the most elite receivers in the league.
If not the most.
He's the best receiver.
Right, the best receiver.
Until we see Denzel Mims in the league. Just saying.
So
we'll see.
But again, Mims. So that was AFC South. We're gonna get into the last division of AFC, and that is.
Yo, I got dub, bro.
We didn't get yours?
Nah,
I'm sorry.
I got
Kev, you don't matter.
My bad, Dan. So, Kev, who is your winner loser for the AFC South?
Yeah, I want no part of this.
No, my loser flat out is Jacksonville, bro.
Okay.
Flat out, they don't know what they want out of life. They don't know what they're doing. They're gonna be like.
It seems like every year they rebuilding or they doing something new.
They're gonna be like the Browns, bro. Like that's exactly what they're gonna be for the next at least 5-6 years. That's how I feel. That's how I look at it. Because nobody's gonna want to go there.
Right.
Yeah, get it together.
And you're winning.
And then I mean Tennessee, I would say would be like
the best.
The best, I would say, in the division. As long as Tannehill could put on paper what he did last year,
and that wasn't much. He ain't had to do much.
No,
he didn't have to do much.
Last year through the season, he held it down. I mean, the playoffs, he really didn't do shit. But Derrick Henry,
yeah, I think Tannehill averaged over 150 yards and at least 2 touchdowns in the last 4 or 5 games of the season, which is a pretty impressive stat.
Yo, and Henry is a dog because they finally let him out the cage, bro. I don't know why they do that. You drafted Alabama back. You know what you got. I don't know why you.
So that's something I actually want to talk about. And why is it that from the minute that kid was drafted, they were like, he's going to be a bust. He's not going to be any good. But he's really, really good and has the potential. And then it's like he starts the season, doesn't really get a lot of love, and then he goes off at the end of 2 seasons ago. He went off, and then people are like, oh, my God, he's so good. And then the season starts, they underutilize him again, and then he blows up again. So it's just like, I don't like this whole hot and cold take on Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's a good running back.
No,
they tried a good running back and just let him loose.
They tried to write him off. They tried to Tebow him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me get mine in.
You good, my guy. So we're going to get into the last division of AFC, and that's the West. Kick it out. You'll snake it, Kev. Start right back with you. AFC West, who you winning?
I mean, I'm honored to start this one because it's fucking obvious, right?
I mean, is it?
Like, Mahomes is a dog, bro.
My homeboy.
Yeah, rolling with my
homies. He's a dog, bro.
Yeah, that kid is so good.
Like, every once in a while, I have a conversation with anybody that's here, anybody that's going to see this. I've had this conversation with you at least once before in my lifetime. Yo, if there's a dog on a team, it doesn't matter the position, the player, the sport, they'll do something to you on the field that'll make you look at them like, yo, I think I want to fight him, bro, when I get done, bro.
Bro, like, I'll just start some with him.
Like,
just because.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, you're not going to just be looking at me and then throw the ball the complete opposite way, bro. You're not going to do that.
You're not going to switch hands on me and throw it left-handed with your eyes closed. No shot.
Yo,
I think that's ugly.
Mahomes be playing like this NFL blitz.
Yo, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And for me, my bust, I would say it
Your
has
loser?
to be like, my loser, my bust, whatever, has to be Oakland.
Yeah.
Well,
for me,
not Oakland.
Oh,
Las
okay,
Vegas.
Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders. For me, it was a toss-up between them and Denver, but Denver has some promise at the quarterback position, and they loaded up. So, I mean, as far as Oakland, I know they got a receiver. Who they get? They got Ruggs.
They got Henry Riggs.
Riggs. That's his name.
Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, maybe they could do something if they end the season as hot as they started it last year. But that's this dub.
All right, John. Win or lose? AFC West. John, AFC West. Win or lose?
Drew?
Drew, who you got? AFC West, win or lose?
AFC, well, my winners got to be because it's easy to pick Kansas City. I want to say the way they think they're looking, the Chargers is going to be up there this season with them because I believe Justin Herbert coming into the season is going to do wonders for.
He's going to do what? He's not going to start, bro.
He is going to start over Tyrod Taylor.
Not going to
start. You think he's going to start?
Tyrod's going to be the bridge. Tyrod's a good quarterback, man.
Yeah,
He really gets a bad rep.
Tyrod's
a very good quarterback.
He's still high, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the problem is. Keep going though, Drew.
Just my opinion. My
winners are Chargers.
My winners are my Chargers.
Okay.
The losers, I would agree again, is gonna be the Raiders. It's gonna be the Raiders.
Raiders, Las Vegas.
Nevada.
Las Vegas. All right, guys. So that's our win and loser section
so
for
I'm
the
out.
AFC.
I didn't do one, but sure.
So,
great.
Ed,
awesome.
Right. Your turn. Win and lose.
Right. So again, just to mix things up, to not agree with Kev, even though I do agree with him, I think Kansas City is just too good. But I think the Denver Broncos have a really good shot at winning a wild card spot. You already got Courtland Sutton there as your wide receiver. To add Jerry Jeudy and KJ Herper, so Penn State wide receiver, and Alabama. I mean, Jerry Jeudy being the strongest one in that group, and then adding they added another running back to pair with Phillip Lindsay over there. I think they have a really good shot to.
Drew Lock gotta be blind to be missing his target.
Right. They did right by him. Say what you want about what's this dude? John Elway. He did a really, really good job this year. I think he believes in Drew Lock. I have no reason to believe not if you're going to invest that much draft capital in your offense, beefing up the offensive line again. I've been saying that a lot. Helping out the defense as well, and then getting 3 wide receivers in this draft and a running back to pair with your already pretty decent offense. But again, it's, John Gruden was a great coach in the 90s, but what the fuck is he doing back? He should have just stayed on Monday Night Football. The guy had 3 picks this year in that Khalil Mack trade. Obviously started out strong with Henry Riggs, but it's like, then what are you doing after that? You don't have enough. You're grabbing running backs, you're grabbing wide receivers, you're grabbing everywhere. You don't know what you're doing. Your best offensive player is and again, who's throwing him the ball? Who did they pick up recently? Marcus Mariota? No.
Yeah,
so now it's going to be a quarterback battle between Mariota and Derek Carr. Don't get me wrong, I like Derek Carr, but he's obviously has declined since.
I'll be honest. What's the name would have cooked last year if he didn't hurt his foot? Tyrell Williams, he would have cooked.
Tyrell Williams is very good. Yeah, very good. But again, the Las Vegas Raiders in the new stadium. That stadium is always going to be packed. None of those fans are going to be real. It's going to be really, really loud there all the time. You're going to be making bets on the sides, but I think they're definitely the losers of this division and this draft.
All right, so that's our win and losers. Thank you guys for your input on that section. We're gonna get into the last section of our show, which is part 3 and 4 of the MJ Last Dance documentary. We've seen episodes 1 and 2. So first, I'd just like to get you guys intake or your input on the first 2 episodes. Have your opinions of MJ changed based on seeing the first 2 episodes? I'm gonna throw it to you, Kev, because you huffing and moving your nose and all this crazy.
I mean, my opinion, of MJ growing up was, you know, he was idolized like everyone should have. You know, I was born in '92. I got to see the back end of his you know, career and everything like that. But I know MJ's like a dick. We've always heard that growing up and throughout. But at the end of the day, bro, when he touches that wood, pause. Yo, he's lethal, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
And as far as my expectations, like for the show, like I already told and said the main punchline last week was like, yo, we really are gonna see how much Pippen really held the glue together for them and their success. But I'm looking forward into like these next few episodes, like really are gonna see like yo, Rodman is nuts, bro. Something's wrong with him, bro. Like he's been certified. Like maybe Joanna Man was based off of him, bro, and he just couldn't act it out. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna see, man. But otherwise, I mean, either way, we watching again, you know, history in the making, so it doesn't matter. Watching greatness.
Yeah, I mean, MJ is the GOAT for a reason, or considered the GOAT for a reason. Eddie, what are your thoughts about episode 1 and 2, and what do you expect from episodes 3 and 4 tonight?
Yeah, so my takeaway was what was happening with Jordan's drink? Did anybody notice that? He had a drink on the side that was like full and then halfway full. Like was he constantly filling that thing?
It was the magic.
It was like on his table.
It was the magic stuff. You don't remember from Space Jam?
The secret stuff.
Secret stuff.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It might come out like just like the NFL, the NBA maybe used to let them drink on the sidelines, bro.
Yeah.
That's why his eyes so yellow?
I meant in his interview. But
man, you see what,
segueing into Space Jam.
He was dry snitching.
I told you this before. Dev, you and I spoke about this earlier. But yeah, do you think Jerry Krause was based on that Space Jam character played by Danny DeVito? Because
after seeing that first episode.
To the T.
Word.
Yeah, I guess my only other takeaway is it just confirmed what we all believed, that Jordan is the greatest. I've heard that he's had the rights to this document for 10 years.
Right.
Or for 20 plus years. And he's been waiting to release it. And the minute that LeBron came back 3-1 in that championship and won it, Jordan was like, yeah, okay, go ahead. You can make this now. And like, I think he was holding it in the clip for Kobe, but then nobody was really comparing Kobe to him. And then now that they're saying that LeBron's the greatest, he was like, no, he's not.
Yeah, let it go.
Release this.
Yeah, release this.
And the one thing about Pippen, real quick, I just wanted to mention, it's hard to feel bad for him. You signed that contract, dude. Literally, the owner and the general manager and your agent told you this is a bad idea.
This is a bad deal.
And you did it anyway. And they were pretty.
He signed a baseball deal.
Huh?
He signed a baseball deal and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I get it. Like, I understand. Like, the guy comes from a family where his dad was.
Yeah, he came from real poverty.
Wheelchair.
Yeah.
Same thing with his brother. So it's just like, get the money now. I get it. I totally get it.
He didn't have anything.
But expectations for the next 2 episodes. I know it's going to be a big Pippen episode and a big Rodman episode. I just want to see Rodman be wild. Born in '90, didn't really get to see the '90s Bulls that well. I only caught the tail end of it. I vaguely remember '97. This last dance that they did, I barely remember it. But I do know the craziness of Rodman, him being in The Fifth Element and all these crazy movies, and dressing up as a woman and marrying himself, and now going to North Korea with Kim Jong-un. Yeah. Shout out to Kim Jong-un. Hopefully he's okay. I know Rodman will be really sad if his friend dies.
Yeah, all right. Drew. Yo. Yeah, insight on episodes 1 and 2 and expectations from 3 and 4.
Okay, my insight on 1 and 2, right? My insight on the Bulls, Jordan, like, it does need to be said. Jordan's a great player, great, awesome awesome player, and also showed how he was to his teammates. It's motivational / intimidation. I think because like he motivated by his teammates by being told like disrespectful. Like if you can't take the heat, get out the fire type shit. Like he was no nonsense.
Yeah.
That's how. Yes, yeah. If you was doing something wrong, he will call you out on it with no disregard for your fucking life. Like he didn't not play at all. And another take. Other than Jordan, Jay Cross was the GM of all GMs. Like
you gotta give it to him.
No, not the worst GM. The GM of
the
all
greatest.
GM. The greatest GM.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like you gotta hand it to him. And
but he let his ego get in the way. That's what happened.
That's why I say that's the only flaw with Jay Cross.
Yeah.
At
and
the
he was
end,
also very
ego
short.
is
That's
just
another flaw.
No, it's not. Well, nobody can help that you're short.
Nobody respects small people.
Short and fat people get no respect.
Hey. Hey, watch your mouth.
All right, so okay.
It looks like we got Jonny back. So how about we get Johnny's take?
So John, insight for 1 and 2, and then what's your expectations for 3 and 4? John.
And it doesn't matter. So this has been another episode of Out of Shape Allstars.
Okay,
we're done.
So thank you guys for watching the OSA episode 2. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. It's going to be entertaining. John, I believe is back. Are you back, John?
Can we get?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can we hear you? Yes, we can hear you a little bit.
All right, so I'm gonna try to do as fast as possible.
Go ahead.
Quick insight on episode 1 and 2. Is just another reason why he's the GOAT. Is a more in-depth look on why he's the GOAT. And I don't know
why he's the GOAT.
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta stop this.
I
know you're trying, but you need new Wi-Fi.
Eddie, kiss my balls. That came out clear. So that's perfect.
You're clear.
Right. Okay.
But quick insight. Why? Just a more in-depth reason why he's the GOAT. And I don't know if you caught the season where he came back and he was injured and they had him on a minute restriction. MJ carried his team to the playoffs, and the front office wanted him to lose.
Yeah, I did not know that. That was really, really good
playoffs on a limit restriction. And then when they finally unleashed him in the playoffs, he went for 49. Then he went for 63 the game right after that.
I mean, I cannot because he lost both of those games, but the points are still points.
He put on a show.
I mean, he put on a show, but he lost. But the Celtics got both of those games.
The Celtics was the best team in the league that year. They was the best team.
And I didn't realize how big that injury that he had to his foot was. But the fact that he was able to convince Chicago to send him back to college, and he was, doing one-on-ones, then 2 versus 2,
that's
3
ridiculous.
On 5-on-5s. That shows you how much motivation he had. And the Bulls didn't even know. They didn't even know. And early onset of his gambling, when he went out golfing, right before game 2.
With Danny Ainge.
That story with Danny Ainge.
Yeah.
He got mad. He lost some money. And he was like, all right, what should I do? And put up all-time playoff record.
Right. No, so, again, growing up in Chicago.
That move that he did on Bird, too, though, man. That was crazy.
Growing up in Chicago, Jordan, y'all know is the GOAT. I knew about these stories. Although I was still young, I watched my dad then watch Jordan and the Bulls be the team of the 90s. I grew up watching the 2000s, but this documentary only solidifies what I grew up hearing. The man is the fucking most winningest, greatest ball player, probably greatest athlete to ever do it. Like
any sport.
The man just he just committed and just great. So
nah, chill. Michael Phelps got 19 gold medals, bro.
Wow,
yeah, but yeah, come on. That's every 4 years.
Yeah.
You want to talk about gold medals? How many Jordan got?
He don't got 19.
he
got like
don't got 19.
Like Mike.
Just like try to downplay Michael Phelps. Like he's great and all, but he ain't MJ.
Yeah, he's not.
It's two different type of athletes.
Although there was a part of Michael Phelps that did come out that's kind of MJ. Remember when he had those headphones in? And he was just like snarling at his like competitor. He was like ready to eat the dude. Yeah, that's a little Jordan-esque.
Nah, that's dope. All
right, Michael Phelps is great. He dominated.
Yeah,
he dominated. I'm just saying, like he's at a high tier, but then there's the MJ tier.
Yeah, it's a different level. Like my man Meek say. But again, that's episode 2 of the OSA. Thank you guys for watching. This episode, we went through some stuff, but these are growing pains, man. We're gonna get better.
A little wild.
We're gonna get better. Next episode, we're gonna have DQ. Next episode, Johnny gonna have battle Wi-Fi.
I can't wait to see the preview, like the shit. I can't wait to watch it before it comes out because I missed out on a lot.
Johnny gonna have battle service next week.
I'm gonna try to get on the phone with Joe Douglas and see if we can get our first interview. So yeah.
Real, Jet?
Do that.
Come on, man. That's not real.
And Drew, he gonna come off whatever he's on. I don't know what.
Drew's gonna set the record for who's gonna go on the bench.
So, but thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Again, this video is brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's Inc. You know what it is. I'm Devin, the Don of all Dons. Got our host, Eddie Hortada here. And then we got the rest of the team, Kev Jet, Andrew Direct, Johnny 5. Like and subscribe. See y'all next week. Peace.
We out.
Deuces.